baik-baik saja. Aku di sini dan kamu di sana, kita bertemu lewat dunia maya. Sehari biasa saja, terlalu lama jadi mulai rindu. Tetap di rumah, belajarlah dengan tenang. Semua ini pasti berlalu. Tetap di rumah, kesehatan yang utama. Kami di sini mendoakanmu, selalu ada untukmu. Sabar Ananda, tunas harapan tetap terjaga. Ini pasti
Hello everyone, good morning. Nice to see you here again. How are you doing today? Hope you are always doing so very fine. Here, today we are going to learn English again in English session. But before that, remember our jargon of our lovely school, deket, dede, dan imut. Alright, so it's supposed to be in English, close, affectionate, and attentive. And don't forget, pray before you learn. So we are given something good today. We will be given something good before we learn. And then pray begin. And finished or done. So today we are going to learn about three contacts. As you may have already heard about three contacts, I already mentioned it in radio broadcast, and in this time I would like to make it more complete about three contacts. There you go. Let's get it on. Why we should learn three contacts in English for students of senior high school? Because it is one of the basic competence. You know what? The basic competence that you need to have in this learning, it's supposed to be the basic to develop student ability over the social function, and then the text structure, and then the language features of recount in English context. There you go. What is recount text? Recount text, if you read a passage of a text, which means in the text tells something happened in the past. It is something happened in the past, which means when you want to create something or a text in English about three contexts, it always need past simple. Yeah, always need past simple. Hope you remember about the formula of past simple. It always verb to, or like you have already learned about, and you remember about regular and irregular verb. Just make sure you remember, and you can see it again in your note or in the last session of our recording of YouTube in English session. And then again, if you want to create a recount text in English, you need to consider something that can help you to connect one word or one sentence to another. You can create chronological order, like you can see in here. You can say first, you can put the word up next, then, later, and so on, etc., etc. And then you can also put some descriptive text in the text, which mean to make the text more clear for the reader. Okay, let's get it on. Let's move on to the next one. And here we go. Do you know that recount text has many types of it? It is kind of personal recount, and then factual recount, and then biographical recount, imaginative recount. Remember, something happened in the past. When you want to tell this type, the first type, like personal recount, which means this tell the story about your personal experience, your really personal experience. For example, if you go somewhere, like go to the zoo last week, go to the beach last year or yesterday could be, you may put your story and it could be said as personal recount. There you go again, the second one, factual recount. What is that? It's supposed to be, excuse me, it's supposed to be about an event or experience that really happened in the past. It's real as it is happened. And then again, the third one is biographical. Like in Bahasa Indonesia, you can say it biography. You can tell a story about the success of someone in life, so it's supposed to be kind of included into history too. And if you find biography or history, it could be said as a biographical recount, or it could be included into recount text. And the last thing, it's supposed to be about imaginative recount. From the name, you can see imaginative is something imagination, but it is actually not like that. It's supposed to be about something that you put a story and you make a kind of not really real thing, but you put something imaginative in it, but it's based on the real story. And then again, after some kind of types of recount text, you may know already about the purpose, right? If you write something about the text, about recount text, you might need to know what is the purpose that you create that recount text. Sometimes when you want to try to answer some question in English, you might find this kind of question. For example, what is the text written? The text is written for. What is the purpose? What is the social function? The purpose means the social function of the text. And what is the writer intention? Which means the purpose put the intention of the writer, why he or she write the recount text. And then again, what is the purpose? Of course, the purpose that you write recount text is to share unique or unusual experience. The clue here is share experience. And then the next one, to retell something unforgettable. It means to retell the experience that you have been through that it is unforgettable. Next, to give information about an incident. Again, I put the bold one in the word of incident because it is something has been happened in the past. And then again, to make the reader learn something. Everybody who become a reader, read your recount text, they got something that they need to learn about, to compare or to learn something for their life too. Then again, generic structures. If you want to create a recount text, you need to put or focus yourself into some step like this one. When you find the first paragraph, you can put the orientation first. In the orientation, you can put something information about who, about where, about when that experience or that events happened. And then again, in the next paragraph, if you want to create three contexts, you could put any serial events that you have been through in your story. You can put here chronological order too. You can say or mention event to event and then the next event, but it's supposed to be included into one serial event. And then again, at the last paragraph, after you put some paragraph in events, you could put reorientation at the end of your writing. Of course, the reorientation supposed to be included about the impression itself. The impression, which means reader got something from reorientation. They know what is the impression from the story. That's all. Before I'm going to discuss about the real recount text that you need really to know, I'm going to show you an advertisement of our lovely school of Mekar Arum. So, if you have a neighbor or if you have a family, if you have some friends, just ask them to come to Mekar Arum and enroll yourself, register yourself to go to study here. Our school is the best school ever. Happy watching!
Kamu siswa kelas 9 dan bingung mau melanjutkan ke sekolah mana? Saya kasih informasi nih. Memilih sekolah itu sangat menentukan masa depan loh. Pilihan sekolah yang tepat membuat masa depan Anda bermartabat. Ayo, sekolah bersama kami di SMA Mekar Arum Cileunyi. Beberapa alasan mengapa harus sekolah SMA Mekar Arum. Karena SMA Mekar Arum merupakan sekolah yang bernuansa art and science school. SMA Mekar Arum memiliki ciri khas religius, akademik, smart school, unggul dalam pendidikan karakter dan seni, serta menggunakan proses pembelajaran dengan konsep deket, dede, dan ime. Dalam pelaksanaan pembelajaran dan situasi pandemi, SMA Mekar Arum tidak hanya belajar melalui classroom saja, melainkan melakukan pembelajaran dengan memberikan fasilitas berupa pembelajaran melalui live streaming YouTube dan siaran melalui radio Barani 1116 kHz. Saat ini, SMA Mekar Arum menerima pendaftaran gelombang pertama peserta didik tahun pelajaran 2021-2022. Pendaftaran dimulai pada tanggal 15 Januari hingga 5 Maret. Tentunya kuota terbatas dan bebas biaya pangkal. Adapun pendaftaran dapat dilakukan secara offline maupun online. Untuk pendaftaran online, Anda bisa kunjungi website kami. Untuk pendaftaran offline, Anda bisa langsung datang ke SMA Mekar Arum di Jalan Raya Cinunuk nomor 82 Cileunyi, Kabupaten Bandung. Masih tetap bingung memilih pilihanmu? Yakin deh, SMA Mekar Arum bisa jadi solusi tepat untuk masa depanmu. Ayo datang dan daftar sekarang juga.
How? There you go again. I'm just going to continue this one, but before that, I'm going to wait for the PowerPoint to show up. Just please be patient to wait. Okay, there you go. For the generic structure of the recon text, as you may see here, we got three things as orientation, events, and reorientation. To make it easy for you to remember this thing, you can make it in short word like ore, reor. You may say like that, ore, reor, ore, orientation. We could say events, and then reorientation. Just to make you or to help you memorize all the things what we got in generic structure of recon text. There you go. I give you a text, but it's supposed to be, I hope this is clear for you to read this. I put the orientation, series of event and reorientation in the paragraph. As you can see from the first paragraph of the reorientation session. One day, I had to teach a new English class. I read the list of new student name. It was kiddies group since they were about 9 and 10 years old. You can see there, one day it shows something. So in the first paragraph, it may already say that there is when, where, and who. And we back here again, there is a subject or the person who become an object in this things, in these important things, the word of I. And then again, there is a real thing in the second paragraph, like this one. There is something happen, of course, in the second paragraph and the third paragraph, and I put here a series of events. Remember, it is a part of structure or generic structure. Second paragraph. That was the first day of the Spanish Carnival. So I wanted to wear a suit for the children class. Actually, it is a first day of the teacher to teach the class. And it is Spanish Carnival. And he want to wear the most appropriate suit for the children class. Most kids, he said, I continue this reading. Most kids usually dress up at carnival. I thought, he said, it would be more interesting if their teacher were also in carnival spirit. So, in bahasa Indonesia, gurunya akan atau sangat bersemangat sehingga mau memakai baju karnaval karena dia melihat ada kegiatan Spanish Carnival. Jadi hari pertama mengajar dia ingin memakai baju yang sesuai dengan apa yang diperingati hari itu. There you go again. I continue this reading. And then again, that was why I decided to wear my teddy bear suit and bring cuddly toys in my box. Jadi dia pakai baju teddy bear dong ya, dan membawa beruang dalam kotak atau box, boneka beruang, kind of like that. And then again, and at the third reading, I would like to read it now. And that was what I did. Itulah yang saya lakukan. I walked through the door happily. Saya berjalan ke arah pintu dengan bahagia. Kind of like that. The director watched me completely astonished. Direktur memperhatikan saya dengan sangat keheranan. The director is the girl ya. Di sini direkturnya the girl. And then again, I continue this one. I smile. Saya tersenyum and looked straight at her. Saya memandangnya atau ke arah dia, ke arah beliau. With a man beside her. Ada laki-laki di samping direktur saya. He said, "Good afternoon." Laki-laki tersebut mengatakan, "Good afternoon." And then the director said, direkturnya mengatakan, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Mendes. Saya ingin memperkenalkan Anda pada Mr. Mendes, the director of Delta Company, direktur dari Delta Company. He is one of the participant of the English course that you will teach today. Beliau adalah salah satu peserta dari pelatihan bahasa Inggris yang akan diajarkan oleh Anda. So, what do you think? Jadi pesertanya at the first paragraph ditunjukkan bahwa they were about 9 and 10 years old. Dia pikir bahwa dari list nama anak-anak itu, dia pikir anak-anak yang akan diajar adalah berusia 9 bahkan 10 tahun usianya. Ternyata exactly in here you can find the director of Delta Company itu salah satu mahasiswanya atau mahasiswanya yang akan diajar bahasa Inggris. And he said at the last paragraph, at the reorientation, oh my God, he said, I nearly died. Saya kaget setengah mati, ya Tuhan. Dia bilang, the secretary apologized to me. Tiba-tiba sekretaris mendatangi saya for the wrong detail, meminta maaf pada saya karena memberikan list detail nama-nama siswa yang salah for my class, of my class, like that. Jadi it's kind of something funny in the story, but it is real experience in these cases. So the impression is in the reorientation. Ada kesan dalam paragraf akhir yaitu reorientation. Is it the story is really fun and interesting, and I hope you too. There you go. From this story, you could find some vocabulary or key vocabulary words. Some here in had to kind of must atau harus a new English class, kiddies, and so on and so on. Make sure that all of these vocabularies and you know it, you know the meaning in Indonesia, in bahasa Indonesia. Excuse me. And then again, see this one, I put some special attention from the text that we have already read. We find some simple past tense. I put the note like a color in red color in here. That was simple past tense. Simple past tense, as you remember, the formula is second verb atau in bahasa Indonesia verb kedua. You may see here, you can find read, was, and then were. That was the first day. Was is second verb, and then wanted, and then was and decided, and then walked. See? You could find so many past simple in recount text. You do need to remember if you want to create recount text, you need to put this tense, okay? I hope this text help you so very much, and you could try to create your own recount text as I put in our Edu Learning session. You could put some reflection of the day, and then you could find the examination or the quiz of the day, and then you can put your present in there, and of course the assignment in there. I put one assignment. It is you need to create your own recount text and share it to me, okay? Okay, thank you for learning with me today. I hope you got something really precious for you about recount text, and have a great day everyone. Deket dedeh imet. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Udah ya? Alhamdulillah.
deket rejeng imet ngatik ngasuh siswa siswi gemet imet mulasara